Alaikum, dear students, welcome back. This is the illustration for lesson 5.3 from chapter 3, lesson 3. This is estimate quotients for greater dividends. Well, let's start with examples here in 3. Let's see example 3 here. We have 3,340 divided by 8. So in this case, we can go forward for a greater number or a bigger number. What is the nearest here? To go bigger or go smaller? So I know that there is a number 8, and in the timetable of 8 there is a 32. I see this number starting from the left with 3, so after that there is another digit. Before 3 I know that this 3 could be 2, so or it can be more. In the timetable of 3 there is 32, then there is 40. So and here I'm going to say, okay, nearest for me is become 32. So if I'm making this 32 like that, 32, so 32, and then the other two digits I make them zeros so that I become able to divide. Once more, I'm saying here that I am making an estimate. An estimate means that it is not the exact answer. It is just an estimate for the quotient. The quotient means that the result of division. Okay? So again, going back, I make an estimate as we made estimate before, but making my estimate depending on my knowledge for the timetable. What is the nearest number that could be in the timetable of 8, which is 32, and the other two numbers and make them zeros. Okay, divided by 8. And we all know that the division is the opposite of multiplication. It means that what number I can divide by what number I multiply by 8, what number I multiply by 8 equal 32. So the number is 4. So the result of that equal 4, because 4 times 8 equals 32. And we also have two zeros, so we put the two zeros, becomes 400. Okay? Let's see another example here, 5. Here we see that 552. Well, let's see the beginning from the left, 55. 55 is not in the timetable of 9. So we can go forward or we go backward. The one thing that, the first thing that light in your mind, the 54, because 54 is in a timetable of 9, and we all know that 6 times 9 equal 54. So I'm going to use this fact simply and make this 2 0 and continue the example like that. 540 divided by 9 equal using the fact that 6 times 9 equal 54. So if that, so 540 divided by 9 equals 6, and add this 0, so it becomes 60. Why don't we have another example? Example 7. Here, 2013 divided by 5, and this is so much obvious using the fact that 20 equal 4 times 5. So I'm going to make this number just 2000. So 2000 divided by 5 equal, I'm going to focus on the number 20, and then I'm going to add 2 zeros. Knowing that 4 times 5 equal 20, so here I write 4 and then I add 2 zeros. Okay, guys. Now let's have more 2 examples from there. Question 9. Question 9 says 61 divided by 2. First thing jumps to my mind that 61 could be 60. Well, using the fact that 2 times 3 equals 6. So I'm saying that 6 and make the 1 0, so that the first number before 61 is 60. So 60 divided by 2 equal 3 and add a 0. Let's do question 10 as well. Here, 7,779, that could be, in a timetable of 7, we know that if we divide 77 divided 7, we say that 7 times 11 equal 77. So using that fact, I'm saying, okay, I'm making this 77 and the other 2 digits just zeros, to making my estimate as much possible near. So equal what? 11 and 2 zeros. Of course, there's a comma here. 1100. So this lesson is all about that, using the fact of timetable. All of using facts of timetables. All using facts of timetables. So, walking through that, this is where we conclude that we need the timetable to be always with us. You revise the timetable from the website we talked about earlier. Now let's move to another lesson, chapter 5, lesson 4. Let's start with an easier example. Here it looks like estimate, but it is not like the estimate. You have to go to a smaller number. You can't jump to a bigger number. Okay, so for example, 18 divided 4, you break it down to a number which is in a timetable of 4 and another number. So 18, let's do that here. 18 equal what? You break it down to a number before the 4. Okay, go back before the 18. 18, what is the number before it? 17. What is the number before 17? 16. So 16 in the timetable of 4, yes. Yes, because we know that the fact that 4 times 4 equals 16. So that's why I choose 16 plus 2. So that's why I will break 18. It becomes 16 plus 2. And then my division will be the next step. 16 will be divided by by this 4. Okay, 16 divided by this 4 equal what from the timetable we just said? 4, because 4 times 4 equals 16. So we know that the opposite of multiplication is division. So if 4 times 4 equals 16, so 16 divided 4 equals 4. Again, remember, 16 divided 4 equal what? Means what times 4 equals 16. That is the same meaning. Okay? That's why we bring the answer of division from the timetable. Okay? So we go back again that the answer of the part 16. So I said, okay, 16 divided 4 equal 4. So what do I do with this 2? This 2, I didn't use it. So we call it remainder. A remainder, which is a leftover. Leftover means a part we don't need, or we don't use, or we didn't divide. So the answer, after we broke down the 18 into 16 and 2, is 4 and 2. From the beginning, our example looks some or a little bit complicated, but with more examples, you will see that it is pretty much easy. Now let's erase all that. Okay, go back again. Let's take example 9. Example 931. A student says, okay, I take 32. No, wrong. You can't do 32 because 32 is bigger than 8. In this lesson, we have to bring a number before 31. You can't increase your number. You can increase the number in the before lesson, the lesson of estimate. Estimate quotient, you can increase your number, okay? Or you can decrease it. Here in this lesson of finding the quotient, you cannot increase your number. Not now, not never, okay? So you find the number before 31, which is in the timetable of 8. You think of 30, you think of 29, you think of 28, you think of 26, you think of 25, you think all of this not in the timetable of 8. All of them. Think of 24, no. But 24, you think, yes, 24 in the timetable